Hey everybody, it's Snoopy0812, Derek, whatever you guys happen to know by now. Today, what I'm doing is I'm actually taking a look at the SMax Intercoolers catch can. You find it on their website for under the engine tab. Scroll down to the bottom and you'll see it. It's a SMax Sealed Catch Can with EEIO technology, which I think is interesting because on their website they don't tell you what EEIO stands for. Maybe it's just some sort of internal thing that they do. Now, the thing about this catch can is it's kind of special. They wanted me to review the product, so they sent me one. And somehow I ended up with the wrong catch can. I actually ended up with a catch can they'd been missing for quite a while. The reason is because this is a demonstration model to show the inside of the catch can. So because I happen to have it, I thought I would take a quick peek and share with you guys what they actually look like. Some people are very, very cautious about buying catch cans because, well, to be honest, there's a lot of them out there. And as some of you guys have seen on my Why You Need a Catch Can thread on gencoop.com and rearwheeldrivecoop.com and ontariogenesisclub.com or whatever it is, you do need a catch can on your 2.0T Genesis coupe. So, but 3.8 guys, there's love for you in this too, because guess what? Catch cans are beneficial to you too, especially these types of catch cans. And I'm going to go into detail on what these types of catch cans are more important than the other ones currently on the market that I'm not going to label in my video, but you guys have seen. Actually, it's my video. I can do whatever I want. Mishimoto catch cans, the eBay catch cans, and even the Jun BL catch cans, the box one that's specifically for the Genesis coupe. SMax, well, they think they've got a winner here, and at this particular moment, I'm inclined to agree because of certain things that they've done with their catch can that really stand out to me as a consumer, as well as to somebody who has a tendency to recommend a lot of stuff to a lot of people. First of all, they start off with these two little fittings here. They're holes. They're not pre-drilled. They're pre-drilled and they're pre-tapped, but they don't have fittings on them. So you choose what fittings go on here based on your application, which is perfect for Gen Coupe owners because in some scenarios our plugs go into different spots based on the different methods of catch can installation and the different engines we happen to have. They also do not provide these fittings when you purchase your catch can. You got to go into their website and find the fittings, and they offer them in this particular size. They offer in black, and I think that's it. Yep, they offer it in black. You can get 9/16 and 3/4, 3/8, and that's it. That's okay because those sizes are the ones that work for the Genesis coupe. What I happen to have here is a 3/4 and a 3/8, which is perfect for the Genesis coupe because, especially on the 2.0T, particularly because the 3/8 is the same size as your intake manifold. Okay, so maybe I got this wrong. Huh. I'm gonna have to think on this. Actually, when I do the install video, we'll cover what sizes exactly you need, okay? So let's worry about that later. But the reason to buy their fittings and not anybody else's fittings is because their fittings are O-ring compliant. They have a little groove machined into them. Maybe my little box there will show it better. They have a little groove machined into them that the O-ring actually slides into. O-ring spins freely, but when installed in the catch can, seals tight. And you can see the seal, both sides of it, which I like because that tells me if I over-torqued it or whatever, I can see the split, which is a personal preference here. But I like these. These are completely worth it. If you buy this, buy these. Just get them all at the same place. Now, another neat little feature about this catch can that the other catch cans don't have is this catch can has a drain cock. Oh my god, somebody was smart and actually came up with a method of cleanly draining your catch can. The JunBL can you have to remove to drain it because its drain plug is in a stupid location. The Mishimoto catch can has a magnetic plug on it, which is a brilliant plan if you're catching metal filings. And you still have to remove the can to take it off, to flip it on its side, to undo the drain plug, get oil and catch can gunk everywhere, and then clean it all up and drain it out, hope to God it drains, and then clean everything up and reinstall it. These guys said, "Nuh-uh, that's that's bullshit. Shouldn't have to take out something. You don't have to take out your block to change the oil. Why the hell do you have to take out your catch can to change the oil?" So this you just put on. It's got some threads in the bottom of it. Just you get a hose and you do the little clampy thing with a whatever, and then you have a little valve that you open and close to drain. You run the hose, the length of the hose down to your bottom of your car, and you put a little pan underneath, open it up, drain it out, close it, or close it, and you're done. No mess, no fuss, no worries, and that is worst case scenario. It opens while you're driving down the highway, to be honest, and you spill your gunk all over the highway and create a boost leak if you install it wrong. Well, my version of wrong. Some people don't agree with my version of installing it, but either way. The other neat little feature that they do, I'm going to remove this just because it's easier to... oh, look at that! It comes apart. That's kind of neat. Simple things for simple minds. Have you guys noticed, how do you check how full it is? There's no little tubey thing sticking out the side that can become busted off, worn out, or start leaking under pressure. That's because these guys put a dipstick on it instead. They actually machined an aluminum dipstick for your catch can, and they stuck an O-ring on it for you. That comes from them with the O-ring. So you have a dipstick. You have another dipstick you have to check. Except this dipstick you check every 500 kilometers. Or 360 miles or whatever it is. Another thing that they do is, see here that this spins around. You can angle this like that to mount like that in your car. They didn't drill holes on the side of it like the Mishimoto. Oh, we gave you 2 mounting locations. You should be able to figure it out. No. And that's the reason I haven't installed my Mishimoto can, to be honest, is because I hate it. I hate that mounting solution that they have. I much prefer these guys. They also go one step further. It's because to remove the can, you actually do that, or to remove the lid. They put an O-ring here. These guys love O-rings, it seems. And it's a mounting plate. That's it. You can take it to your machine shop. You can take the one you get to your machine shop and say, guys, make me up one that fits this part of my vehicle, and they could do it. I talked to the guys at SMax, and I'm actually going to come up with a drawing for them to see if they can make a Genesis Coupe specific plate mounting bracket, which if they do will become awesome and put them in the mounting category of the JunBL, which would be awesome. Their lid on this thing is ridiculously thick, by the way. It's a lot of aluminum. A lot of pop cans went into making that. Another thing that's different about their can versus the other ones on the market is they actually put baffle material in. And I actually asked them about the solid baffle, and I was wondering if it was just because this was a demonstration model. And they said no, this is actually their latest revision on the insides of their can. And the reason that they did the solid baffle was because that's how they were able to accumulate the most amount of fluid. The perforated baffle did not catch as much as the solid baffle did. Interesting to kind of hear that. They've done a few revisions. I think this is actually their fourth. But interesting to note. The other thing to note is that the baffle plate... Oh, I screwed that on too tight. The baffle plate doesn't touch the ground. Like, it doesn't touch the bottom of the can. So, the while it's low, the stuff has to all drip down into the bottom, fill up. They also put these little cutouts here, and well, I'm pretty sure that doubles for a tight seal. It also seems to double as a pass-through for the gases that need to go, the good non-condensated gases to go through. So they also don't firmly mount the baffle to the wall, so it's not sealed along the edge, which is good because that is another place where the gases have to condense to be able to get through. And it actually creates this little chamber effect in the middle, I guess. I don't know much about this particular thing, so I'm just going to trust what they say on this. They've done 3 revisions, and they've been in business for a while, so they've got to have kind of an idea of what they're doing. Again, I can't install this particular one. I'd have the install video working on it right now, but the big hole in the side for the demonstration purposes I can't actually do. Well, install it. So that's my first-hand look at the SMax Catch Can. You guys can find it on their website. It's moderately priced. It's a little bit more than a Mishimoto, but it's cheaper than a Jun BL, which to me is a really good bargain considering they include the little drain cock. They include a mounting bracket that you can very easily make your own. They use a sealable dipstick rather than the little tubey thing that can break off, wear out, stain, or under pressure or vacuum leak. And they're really, actually, it's just really a nice can. It's very durable. It's very thick, as you guys can see. It's very thick. The welds are very nice. There's no pot marks in the weld. Very uniform weld around the outside. And they got their logo on it for you to show off your bling. So, thank you guys for paying attention this long, and definitely subscribe to see the install video when I get it done. Thanks for watching.